This is why you should be careful of some of your family members. So this woman goes by the name Agnes. She's from South Africa and she happens to be a mother of 3 children, 2 girls and 1 boy. But then one day, something crazy happened. All of a sudden, one of her daughters, who I would refer to as daughter 1, suddenly fell sick with serious stomach pain. Agnes, along with her husband Justice, who was a policeman, tried to stop the pain for their daughter by giving her some drugs. However, the drugs did little to nothing, and unfortunately, she passed away from this sickness. After the death of daughter 1, Agnes, her husband, and their other family members were heartbroken. They cried and wept, but what has happened, and so eventually they all moved on with their lives. Now 10 years after the death of daughter 1, the same situation repeated itself again. Daughter 2 suddenly fell ill with severe stomach pain and subsequently died in the same manner as daughter 1. 1 year later, Agnes' husband, just like his 2 daughters, also passed away mysteriously in the same manner, and the hospital declared his death as a natural cause. 6 years after Agnes' husband's death, her niece called Bolono also died mysteriously. On that particular day, she suddenly developed stomach pain and fever. Bolono's husband, who was around when the pain started, immediately rushed her to the hospital where she would get treatment. On getting there, the hospital requested for some money and Bolono quickly rushed to the ATM to go get the money. But unfortunately, before he returned back to the hospital, Bolono had died right there. This mysterious death happening in Agnes' family didn't end there. After Bolono's death, Agnes' last surviving son, named Kutlo, also followed suit and died mysteriously. Now at this point, Agnes' family's member and her in-laws began to suspect that she was responsible for the death in their family, as it made no sense how all 3 of her children and her husband could die just like that, with her being the only survivor. So this led them to contact the police and an investigation began. Now during the investigation, the police discovered that every person who had died so far in the family had listed Agnes as a beneficiary on their life insurance policy. For those who don't know, life insurance is a type of backup plan people use to prepare for death. There are companies called insurance companies, and people sign up for life insurance with these companies for themselves or their children. Now after signing up, they pay a certain amount monthly to the insurance company until the day they die or their children die. Once they pass away, the company pays a predetermined substantial amount of money to the beneficiary of the insurance. For example, many wealthy individuals insure their lives and list their wives and children as beneficiaries, and vice versa. Now in Agnes' case, with the help of her husband, she signed up all her children and also her husband and other family